Hey everybody, I'm Griffin here, and welcome. As I turn this volume down, as much as I like this, I can tell that it's at least slightly overpowering me. And it still is, as I look at the balance. Cool, so it is a demo week on Steam, and I'm busy. I've been really busy these past couple weeks, combination of streaming and just life. And I've missed a couple videos here and there. I had like a 99.9% record of releasing videos every day, and I think I dropped the ball like 7 times in the past 3 weeks or something ridiculous like that. So, as a combination of being busy, but one of the things that I thought could be cool is playing through some of the demos that are available now on Steam. Obviously, these games are not released yet, and hopefully they eventually will be. My eye tracker's not working. Oh no. Well, I'll get it fixed for next time. I don't know if the eye tracker's going to be particularly important for this one. But these are just games that caught my eye. Some of the, like, I started at the top of the list of, like, popular and just started going down. And I went pretty far. And I've got, I think 27 was the last count that I had, demos downloaded. Some of them are games that I think might be good for stream, good for some of the streamers that I know. Some I think would be good for YouTube content. It's kind of a mixed bag, but I feel like the whole idea of doing demos is going to give me the ability to do potentially shorter videos, which means they're going to be easier for me to get out even though I'm still busy. And this is the first one that caught my eye. It was near the top of the list, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And I have no idea how good it's going to be, or if it's going to be a game for me. We're going to give it a shot. I don't hate the art style. It's a little simplistic, but that's not bad by any means. Stylistic is more important than complicated. But this is sort of a village, a city builder, and obviously we have our, it's an Onbu, I guess, to do it. Hello, friend. My name is Ombus Mumblemore. I am the village elder here. Our people, the Nyomans, have traveled far and endured many hardships throughout the years. But now we have come across an Onbu, an ancient beast believed to have gone extinct centuries ago. Our encounter must have been fated. It has most likely been asleep in the ground for a very long time. Maybe it woke up because the toxins keep seeping further and further into the earth. The poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I once read that Onbu draw their nutrients from the ground, so I wonder if it can sustain itself out here. Seems like we need to take care of each other from now on. My experience has brought our people here, but now it is time for you to take over and lead them to a better place. To ease the transition, I can teach you a little what I've learned. Tutor you even. A tutorial, so to say. Alright, let's take the tutorial. Okay, I like this art style, actually, like a lot. Okay, so we've got space to pause, that's good. We obviously have some resources here. Berries, wood, stone, and water. Okay, so... oh, okay, this is cool. The full zoom out is pretty sweet. The 3D feels a little janky. There's an interesting combination here between what looks like 2-dimensional art assets and of course the 3-dimensional Onbu in front of us. But honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Like, I keep saying not that bad when I actually mean good. Like, it's which side I'm coming from. If I say it doesn't look particularly great, that sounds more negative to me than it doesn't look that bad. I don't know if that's how you read that context as well. I think this looks good. I think this looks good. It's a little bit jarring, this difference to me, but it's not ruining the game or anything. But I do like the art style on these guys, on the people. It looks like we've got a little bit of oh, that's the trees. That's the trees. I almost don't like that they're still just kind of barely visible here. I think they should just be invisible. I don't even know if you can see this. I'm on a 1440 monitor and I'm doing it out in 1080. So I don't know if this is visible, but you can just kind of see the little dots. It almost looks like right here is drawn in comic book compared to the middle, but it's just the trees as I zoom in getting bigger. Anyway, not important. I'm nitpicking now, which is exactly what is going to make this a long video. All right, Elder's Notebook. Open the Elder's Notebook with the book button in the top right corner of the screen. Right. Try to survive for as long as you can. To do so, you'll have to provide your villagers with shelter and food. Research new technologies and scavenge materials from all kinds of biomes. Also, don't forget to take care of Onbu, your giant companion. If all your villagers or Onbu die, it's game over. There's no apostrophe in this don't, and I don't know if I'm crazy. Basic controls. WASD move the camera, space to pause the game, enter Onbu view? Oh, I already did that. Enter world view. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I can't actually pan this around. Alright, housing. Build tents for villagers to make them happier and thus more productive. If you're out of resources, use the harvest tool to chop down trees. Have at least 8 tents. Alright, so we have 16 idle workers. Our food is going down. We're in the jungle, which means the temperature is normal. The humidity is humid. We don't have any toxicity, either in the air or the ground. I imagine the air is bad for our villagers. The ground is bad for the Onbu. Poison level 0, hunger level 0, sleepiness 60% because it's sleeping right now. Click and drag with the harvest tool to select multiple objects. Okay, so we've got tools here. That is destruction. This is priority. Oh, so we can raise priority of stuff. Okay, so we need 8 tents, which are 5 wood each. So we need to harvest 10 wood. One, two, 3. I don't know how good it is to build these right next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 6 is all we should be able to do here. But it's going to let me place more. So we have nobody, we have a couple people idle here and there. Okay, so 8, yeah, each, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, and here we can change priority. That makes sense. Okay, so we just have piles of resources here. Ah, I see. 3 out of 5, 5 out of 5. I think we cut down 4 trees, which is 12 wood, which should be exactly enough. Well, not exactly enough, but exactly enough trees were cut down to make it happen. Yeah, there's 2 wood left over. Your people need food. A quick way to get it is to harvest a berry bush, but where they only regrow slowly. Okay, so H is the harvest tool. You can construct a pantry to store food. Oh, that's big. That's 10 wood and 10 stone, so we're gonna need to harvest some more trees. If they're 3 each, that should be enough. We'll have 1 left over. I feel like we don't want to gather more than we actually have room for. In terms of, like, we don't want to have a whole bunch of extra stuff. Alright, to ensure a steady food supply of healing herbs, build a farm and an herbalist. Alright, so we have a farm. That's fine. Okay, so it looks like the farm has to go there. We probably need to harvest some more trees because that takes 15 wood and we have 1 left. Okay, we need to harvest 2 more trees. Alright, an herbalist is another 15 wood and 15 stone. We are going to be out of stone. Okay, I don't know what this is. Oh, we have to cut down that tree to make room for the herbalist. I think that's like the area around it that we can use. Okay, I'm going to do this, even though it seems unwise. I don't know if that means to stop collecting food or to start collecting. Oh, click to disable storage. Wait, so is it disabled or enabled? Click to enable storage. Okay. Can I... Can I say go get the berries? I don't understand actually why... What are you doing? Idle. Okay. Okay, that's getting built. I think we're getting enough. Oh, stone. We need to harvest stone. Each of those has 3, so 15. Yeah, that's actually exactly how much I need. All right, so we need to have 3 people assign plots to the farm. Ooh, water is required to plant. Okay. So, we're going to have to get water somehow. What are we missing here? That's the stone? Okay. They're building the stone. So, we could also make a material storage, which I think is wise. 10 wood and 10 stone. We've got the wood, I think. I don't think we have the stone, though. Because I think we have exactly enough stone for this. I think just having storage is better than having it sit out. And I think it's gonna make us do this anyway. So that needs 5 stone, which means I think if I need... How much did I need for this? Oh, it's already done. Oh no, this takes 5 stone. I'm harvesting 4 times 3, so 12, which means I've got 7, so I should be good. I should be good. Oh, have at least 1 air well, have at least 1 water tank. Planting crops requires water. Build an air well and a water tank. Oh, an air well probably collects water, doesn't it? So we want to build an air well. The thing is, I want to avoid... There are things I need to avoid. Oh, the Ombu is awake. 3 stone, and I don't know how much wood I have. That does not have enough wood, so I need 4 trees for that. 3 trees, so I need 12 trees. That's a lot of trees. Oh Jesus, that has all 30 berries. That's okay though. Interesting that it stores 30 of each and not a cap of anything. I'm okay with it. It's just interesting. Like it's not like store 100 resources. Okay, oh, 200 wood there. Wow, but you need a sawmill for it. I imagine this also needs something special. Yep. Can be turned into onbu food. I bet you we're gonna have to do that next. Alright, so we are mostly doing wood. Yeah, we mostly just have wood going on here. Right. Oh, right, I already have 1 herbalist. I don't know how many plots I actually want. Okay, the temperature determines how fast it grows. That makes sense. Our onbu is moving. I don't think I noticed that it had 6 legs before this. We have our air well, which it produces 3 water based on humidity. Of course, that makes all the sense. We get 8 people idle, which is fair. This doesn't need people to operate it even. It's just when it's ready, people need to move the water. But we are at about half water, so... And I don't think we need the food. I can't change this from beets. I don't know what that means. Oh, I think it just means that I don't have any plots set up. Just like, yeah, I think this was here and then... Okay, so, okay, that can store 20 water. This can store 20 water. This can store 100 water. Cool. Alright, this is so far so good. I think this is interesting. Okay, build a researcher and select kitchen for... Okay, so we need to build a researcher. I don't think people really have to path around stuff, so I'm not as concerned about this. We have no wood and no stone. Is that accurate? So when I've got idle people, I should probably be doing that. You're idle. Oh, because you're a farmer. Right, and it's got a big flag as it's got nowhere to plant. Do I just want to keep planting, though, is the question. Like, is that actually wise? Like, it seems to me the answer to that is no, but I don't actually know the actual answer because we haven't played for long enough. Like, having healing herbs seems like a good thing. Oh, it actually is taking up area there. Okay, and we're holding on to extra wood. So I think it's counting the wood here that's just on the ground and not spoken for. Oh, it has an inventory too. That's cool. But our researcher needs to get built. This is of the highest priority. We need to select the research for a kitchen. All right. The star icon indicates recommended research order. Interesting. Okay. Building, raise a flag if something is not working correctly, which we've noticed. We actually did notice that before it said anything, which is cool. Now, I find it interesting to see what's going to happen. Like, it's cool to see that even the way that they did these 2Ds, like the 2D sprites, matches how this difference is, but at the same time, it works. It works better because it's already on the 3-dimensional back. And quite honestly, like if you look, like, yes, this is exactly what this looks like. When it stood up, they did create a little bit of that distortion. Like, obviously the berry plants do not come up as high as the trees and all that, which I think really works. I think it really sells it. Because you're far enough out that you're not going to get the parallax difference. No hornblower build, huh? Feeding trebuchet. Okay, okay. Choose your next research. We will accept the kitchen. Carpenter, stonecutter, kitchen. Gosh darn it. That's a lot of stuff. Alright. Carpenter, stonecutter. And we haven't finished researching the kitchen. What's this? Focus worker. Weird. Now, we have less and less people idle as people are being instructed to do things. Because, like, we're going to run out of stone and stuff. It is nighttime. Like, I don't know if there's a downside to harvesting stuff. My guess is that it has to do with Onbu health. I don't know that, but I'm guessing. Hey, and we have beets. Okay, I see. So each person consumes one food every day. Which means we want our production to be 16 because we have 16 people. That's simple. I'm glad they kept the numbers nice. And it also looks like pathing doesn't really matter to people. I don't know that, but... Alright, oh, we can look at the research tree. Ooh. I don't know why I put a 1 on there. Oh. Okay, so it does... The Onbu has a trust level in us. This feels like useful. Like, we want to make Onbu food. Like, I feel like that's true. What else can we build? Okay, I'm a bit of a crazy person. Can I... have to uproot 2? Okay, if I put it here, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 berry bushes. If I put it here, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this gets 11. It's hard to tell. No. I get so many more. I hate to deconstruct this, but I didn't realize that. I don't think there's a winning on this one. Alright, so let's add our berry gatherer. Right there. And I think we still want a material storage. That's it. It's unfortunate that we had to undo that. Alright, do we have a kitchen yet? No, that's going to take a while. We've got a lot of rocks to harvest. I guess we're also out of trees. I feel like we're going to be told here real soon that there's only so much we can do. Okay, we can sort these. Ooh, it's arid. That's okay. I think. We've still lost 8 food. I think we need more farmers. I think we need more plots. I don't think we're growing food very quickly. This is gonna hurt our water, like a lot. You picked up a group of nomads who now joined your village. Okay, our village needs increased. So, okay, so the productivity goes down with homelessness, which, excuse me, means we need to build some tents, 3 of them to be exact. Bad food quality. What is processed food? Oh, well, you're right, because we got people who want a kitchen. I feel like we want another air well when we can afford to build it. Okay, that's our current research. Cool. I like how that's placed there. I do kind of wish that if you clicked off of it, it would go away. But at the same time, like, there's other times where maybe you want it open. That one's a tough one. That one's a tough one. Alright, our water is at 57, so we're still doing okay. We definitely still need resources. I do wish a little bit... I feel like this is higher priority. Like, we're about to have the kitchen. Oh, I'm researching the village doctor. Actually, okay, it is suggesting this. Oh, it resets research to 0 when you swap off. That's good to know. I feel like it should warn us about that, but I understand. Now let's just go to all, because I don't know where it's going to be under. Okay, we're going to need something new. Makes berries, beets, and onbu blood into processed food. So part of the issue here is that I don't have a good feeling for where borders of things are, which is why I'm doing this way. Because this will give me a better idea. I know I probably don't need those plots, but it gives me a better idea about where I should place stuff. And this is also high priority. Though it's stone slab. I don't know where we get stone slab. No, that's not true. I know exactly where we get stone slab. This feels unwise to constantly be making stones into stone slabs. I don't... It feels like a mistake, because there's stuff that needs stone, and if we turn all of our stone into stone slabs, then we're not going to be able to make that stone, you know? Like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Like, I'm down for putting 30 stone in here and then munching the rest of it into stone slabs. I mean, I need stone slabs for the kitchen, so I'm not terribly complaining, but we actually have all the stone slabs we need. I said, it feels like a weird... I don't know. I don't know. This is the highest priority. Oh, it takes wood planks too. Oh, it has its own storage of wood, I see. I wonder if that means okay, so the only thing right now that needs wood planks or stone slabs is here. So does it not make planks until we need planks? Because if that was the case, so if this goes, that'll be the last thing we have that needs planks. I think. It's still going. And it has a storage of those as well. Hey, idol. You want to go get that? There's some weird priority shenanigans going on here that I don't quite understand. Oh, see, that looked weird. I mean, I get it. I see what's happening here. They're changing the parallax of this. Like, this makes sense here. When we go here, it wouldn't make sense to see the front, but we're still kind of seeing the front, so it doesn't really make sense. I said, it's not terribly important. It's not terribly important. I myself am curious about it, but it's not actually important. Why are you idle? I don't understand why there's... So they're like, this person is idle. I think they're the only person that's idle. I understand the need for processed food, but... Like, I have this set to the highest priority, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything, and I find that weird. I wish it told you how many berry bushes were adjacent. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12, which I think is better than I was hoping, and I think is better than I could do pushing it in any direction. I hope eventually we can plant more berry bushes, but I'm not keen on that just yet. It doesn't look like we have that ability. It doesn't look like we have that ability. Alright. Ombu hunger is up. Its sleepiness is up. Its poison level is luckily 0. Okay, so we have to have a hornblower to change its path. Okay. The Scavenger Hut would let us go to things on the map. I like that. I think that's cool. Honestly, I like this game. So far, I think it's pretty solid. Okay, I just saw this person pull out food and eat it. Our food is at 23. But we made 18 yesterday, which is pretty good. The kitchen is finally being built. I think the Berry Muesli is better. Have 1 worker post, have at least 2 carriers. You can build multiple worker posts if you'd like to assign different specializations. So what is a worker post? Do we have a worker post? Oh, we do. It is an option. Used to manage workers, make them specialized as transporters, harvesters, or builders. Workers in this post get small movement speed boost. Okay, so workers in this building? That's weird. I feel like that's weird. I think the weirder part is if we look at our material storage, we have no wood and stone because it's all being turned into other stuff. And that's why I don't like this. Like, it feels broken. Like, I don't know if I'm crazy. I very well could be. We have 4 goddamn food. That person is harvesting a berry. I feel like we got a good deal with the berry harvesting, which is why I went for berries here. We are losing food. We're going to get, like, a little bit in trouble, I think. Yeah, because we've got such... Oh, 0% production speed? So we're just out of water, is what you're telling me. Okay, then we really need to harvest some berries. For the foods. It makes me wonder if I had known that a berry harvester was a thing, that we could have made some better choices. I don't think the berries that I'm harvesting right now are worth putting berry harvesters nearby. But that's why I'm kind of hoping that eventually you would be able to do that. Oh, Jesus, we still have tents not constructed. Because I haven't told people to harvest wood because all the wood has been going to other stuff. That's why. That's why, and I'm upset about it. Yeah, I think that is probably my biggest qualm with the game right now, and I don't think that's saying a lot. Like, I don't think that the game is suddenly hugely flawed because, you know, we're having a slight issue with goods. But I think it's something that they could improve upon. I mean, I get the stonecutter and the carpenter. I think they are good additions to making advanced stuff. Excuse me. Like, I think it's a good call. And I think it's important. Actually, no, cancel that. Because we're going to need to build something next to that. Having it by the herbalist seems like a good idea. Oh, that's taller than I imagined. Yeah, in an arid condition, that doesn't actually help. Where are we on the world map? Where are we headed? We don't actually get to see which way. Our Ombu sleepiness is hitting high. We've got a lot of people who want processed... Okay, our food jumped way up. Is processed food more efficient? It is, actually. You turn it from 3 to 4. I think this berry... Yeah, value 3 to value... Or effective value of 3 to effective value 4. Does this store... It does. Also stores black pudding. Yep, Onbu going to sleep. The 2D textures of the things are a bit interesting, perhaps, but... Alright, that's cool. Sleep, Onbu, sleep. Unfortunately, we are still in an arid climate, so this is bad for us. But there's also no end to the arid climate in sight. So even if we could tell it to go, we wouldn't really be able to do that. Okay, so food quality is 0 out of 21. Which mostly just makes me think that, yeah, I know you're out of shit. Guess what? We kind of don't... We're going to harvest everything on this thing, and it's going to be a problem. Like, yeah, we got a lot down here, but it's only going to last so long. Like, we are burning through stuff incredibly fast. Alright, our tech tree... Oh, villagers move faster on stone roads. Honestly, I don't know if it's that big of a difference. Or big of a deal. This feels like a good plan. This also feels like a good plan. These feel like probably better? I don't know. It's hard to say. The liquid Onbu food for the feeding pump. Restoring a larger amount of hunger. Drilling into its back. So there is no current trust value anywhere. Like, I don't see it. I assume... No, that's its actual health. Oh, good. We got our other air well that's not actually doing anything right now constructed. Right now, since berries are our main thing, I feel like that's the best place for us to go. Like, the workers are moving pretty fast. I don't feel like constructing roads is that useful. If done in the future, I could probably do this better, I think. We're probably going to have to build another kitchen. That's going to be my guess. I've already been playing for 40 minutes. I'll admit this tutorial has lasted longer. This demo has lasted longer than I expected it to. There are some demos that are like 10 minutes. I wasn't sure what this one was going to be, and I'm not going to know what any of them are actually going to be. So the fact that this one's taking 40 minutes means that it's not actually saving me any time. But what you gonna do? Yeah, you're taking that there. This is marked as the highest priority, so I imagine they're coming here with the stone, but stone takes a little while to mine. The question is also, oh no, okay, I see. I've marked too many things to mine, although you're probably aiming to carry. Moving to stack of wood, moving to stone. I don't think I can specifically tell people what to do. We have gotten a good bit of processed food into people. Oh, we found like the one person. Oh, no. Maybe that's if you got both of them. Like, we're running a good bit of processed food because I'm running the kitchen on the berries. I think if I were to do this again... Yeah, I want the Scavenger Hut. Are you kidding? So... we are missing... Well, we want to... Oh... Okay, that makes sense. It needs to be near the front. Use to issue commands to the Onbu, which it may or may not follow. I think the big thing is going to be telling it to feed at places, so that we don't have to feed it. The real question is, how long does it sleep? Because it seems like it sleeps for more than a day. That's 7 a.m. on day 6. We're definitely... Oh, the worker post got constructed. Having 2 people assigned... So basically, for every worker post that we have, we can assign a specific number of general workers to specific tasks, which will better organize our workers. It's basically the way that we have of commanding people, which is good. We can say, okay, I was like, where are you? We want to finish this. Boom. Poison research and build a village doctor. Oh, well, the village doctor's being built. So, you know, there's that. I think we've built everything else except for the mycologist. Is that true? We built the village doctor. We're building the hornblower. We have the scavenger hut on the docket. The scavenger hut, I think, is going to be one of the more important things, because it's going to let us get outside of what we actually have to other things. And I think that's important, because we definitely have a limited amount of resources here on the Onbu's back. So the scavenger hut is going to be incredibly important. The biggest downside is that we just don't have water. But we are net profiting in food, which is awesome. I said we almost have all the stone slabs that we need. I feel... Okay, so does this... Okay, so we've got 6 general workers, 6 unemployed. Okay, so I see. Employed is specifically workers. We just, okay. Employed is specifically things that are taken up by a building slot. That's fine. The thing is, I don't think that harvesting stuff is necessarily bad. I suppose once we get to 20 of whatever, it's not going to be an issue. Like, this can only hold so... Actually, no, because we're going to put 30 of it in storage. So, yeah, we get to 50 processed, and then we're good. It's so close to being done. We have 18 out of 21 at our food quality, which is good. Our productivity is over 100%. We are giving 108%. Yeah, I know you don't have water. I get it. I'm sorry. We have an arid problem, and it's because our own boo is asleep. Oh. This is getting built before this because I didn't prioritize one over the other. Oh, nice. Our Onbu is still pretty awake, or still pretty sleepy, so I'm not going to wake it up just yet. Oh, but we finished the village doctor, and we have a village doctor. I don't think we need 2 doctors. Do we even have any poison villagers? Does it show us how many poisoned villagers we have? Alright, research the Scavenger Hut. Yep, have 1 Scavenger Hut, send out a Scavenger mission. That's fine. Oh man. So yeah, this is going to take a while. By this is going to take a while, I mean, like, this demo is long. If we're not done at an hour, I'm cutting it. I mean, 13 minutes is only so far. Actually, I can... There is super fast forward. Which I should have been using for a while, because we've just been sitting doing nothing. We've been learning. We've been clicking on stuff and learning. The Ombu is getting hungry. I have a feeling that this is timed to hit exactly. I don't know where we check poison on people. Oh, there's our doctor. Amelita? Wait, does everybody have names? Basile. Peggy. Kevina. Okay, interesting. Johanna. Clarette. Cookie. Sandai. Or is that just Sandy? Marshall. There's Cookie. Hey, buddy. I just wanted to give one command, and I don't want to tell it to run. Okay, we'll do the Ombu kitchen, and we need to build a Scavenger Hut. Right, Scavenger Hut gotta go by the edge. We're just gonna throw highest priority on that. It makes sense that the Scavenger Hut has to go on the edge. There is a very interesting, like, threshold here. Like, I'm just very slowly scrolling, and it starts to go in, but it slowly kicks you out. You kind of got to give it a kick on the scroll wheel. Alright. I don't see a lack of arid anytime soon. A dune with fine sand. Stones. Iron ore. Quarry. Sand. I don't think we need sand just yet. I'm very curious how far this evolves. Are we just really short on wood planks? No, we just don't have anybody transporting them just yet. the weird and or interesting and or like futurely concerning thing is what happens as you start running out of resources. Like obviously we don't have anybody procreating. I don't know how realistic that is as a thing. And that's just because we're literally going by days. So like new person born, that's a long time. That's a long time. It's 270 days thereabouts, and we've been playing for 50 minutes, and it's only been 8 days. Like, we're not having a realistic timetable on this when it comes to that. So I think it's mostly just going to be picking up extra people as we go. That's my guess. That is 100% my guess. Are you actually going to start building? Okay, I was like, I don't know if that's a general worker or a transporter. Because general workers can kind of do whatever. Full staff required. Cool. So we've got 2 free people. We are net gaining food overall. I know it says negative right now, but I'm sure that's going to pop back up considering we went from like almost having 0 to having 50 some odd. This, I think, was a beautiful choice. It seems to me like it was the correct answer. An 83% efficiency is damn good, if you ask me. Alright, so we got to send a scavenger. Fresh water. Oh, so they just go. Okay. I mean, I understand that there's no pomp and circumstance about it. And I'm okay with it. Oh, okay. So we can tell them to go this way, and we can get more people. I like that. Okay, I think that's cool. We'll have to heal them, but we have a doctor to heal them. So I'm pretty sure one of our goals is going to be to make this turn. Although I don't know what that is. Ooh, okay, okay. So there's going to be an aspect of choice here. In some way or another. Okay. I don't know when the toxic plants are going to start showing up, but when they do, that's when our research shifts. Now, I could also just build another research building, if I wanted to. We could research double the things. Since we're going to be getting more people here in the near future, it seems reasonable. Oh, we've got more poison nomads. They're giving us poison nomads no matter what. That looks like 5. I don't know if there's more or less. I wonder if we can set them on the same thing and have it go even faster. That's something I'm curious about. This requires just wood and stone, which I just don't think we have. I don't think we just have wood sitting around. We've got 9 wood. I don't see any reason not to do the food, or not to just set things to harvest. We are down to, oh Jesus, 1 general worker. Okay, so we're gonna drop 1 down for transport. I don't need 3 people transporting things if I've only got 1 person harvesting things. So yeah, we're just gonna want whatever nomads we get just for harvesting stuff at this point. I do wish that this was a little bit more projection based than active based. I don't know if there's like a running timer on this. Like, I assume it's rolling. It has to be the last 24 hours, etc. So it doesn't update once every 24 hours, but it feels like it should be able to project rather than just be like the current moment. Like, here's your net gain versus your net loss if everything were to go as it is right now. I don't know. Maybe that should be like 2 options. Okay, so it's nomads or a short heat wave either way. Oh, but we did get some fresh water. So we can just send them out again, right? Let's get more people. I don't think it's told us. 43 water is pretty nice, especially since we're in an arid location. Recruiting new villagers seems useful. We are low on berries, actually. Which means we switch to beets. I want a second cook. We're potentially getting some more people, so I mean, we're definitely getting more people. Okay, I like this. We should do that, although his sleepiness is already at 65%. It means that I should send anybody that I like. After this, I should send people here. Like, definitely should send people there. I like that we've got a lot of interesting stuff here. So am I... Oh, because this isn't finished yet. Many of your villagers are poisoned. To take care of them. Oh, those are the new people. So the doctor's going out and healing people. Party returned from an expedition. They brought back 4 out of 4 workers. So we're now at 29, which means that we actually need to build more tents. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tents. We need a grand total of 15, so we need 4 more. And those are of high priority, which means that we're also going to have to harvest trees. I mean, I guess I can harvest those berries as well. I feel like we could put another berry harvester down here, and that probably would be a good plan. I think I would want to put it like right here or here maybe. We are running a little low on food. Yep. We only have 1 person poisoned. I guess that's where this goes. So our doctors, we can now downsize to just 1. I'm not going to have the sleep command, am I? Yeah, our plant growth is going to get shit on. 5. What's 1? Okay, so 4, 5, and 6 are these different bits. I don't know if I can get away with that. I don't know if that's going to fail once it leaves the map. Apparently I can. I don't know if it's smart to go that way also, by the way. Gosh, it's been an hour. It's been an hour. Which is impressive if you ask me. But let me guess, you're out of water. Yeah, I know. We are entirely out of water. It's a problem. And also, we're running through all of our beets. We're going to have a food issue here imminently. We even got Oh, that's funny. Everything's sped up, so it sped up the yawn as well. Hey, we got some iron ore. Have one mycologist, have at least one Onbu kitchen. Alright, so we're at an hour, and I'm going to call it because I was not expecting to play this for an hour. I'm having fun, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we've been playing for an hour, and I was expecting this to be like a half-hour thing. But, that said, I see. That's unfortunate. 2 scientists gives us only 50% extra. So, what do I think about this game? I think it's solid. It's a demo. It seems very close to finished, in my opinion. I don't know what other features they're looking for. I don't know what tech forward. Obviously, I don't know what end game looks like. If we look at the research, pet Onbu. Oh, that literally to pet the Onbu. That's good because there's a bunch of other stuff. Okay, research not available in demo. Research not available in demo. Okay, that's the lock. Okay, so they clearly have a couple like buildings and mechanics that it looks like they're trying to balance, or perhaps they are simply not allowing them to limit what you can actually play. Because honestly, this feels really close to done. The UI is solid. There's not a ton of problems that I've had with how things are going with the game overall. Is that a bug report button? Cool. They've got this shit down. Yeah, I don't see a lot of problems with this game. The biggest issue that I've had with this game so far has mostly just been lack of control of workers, but that's literally a mechanic. Like, that is literally a mechanic of the game, is that you don't have explicit control of your workers. But you can spend resources to gain that control. And I think that's actually really interesting and honestly pretty solid. It felt a little bit weird when we had some idle people standing around when there was work being listed to be done, but that feels like kind of an edge case, and it only ever seemed like it was 1 or 2 people. And maybe that's just programmed into the people to idle every now and again, because guess what? Humans can't work 100% of the time or they go crazy. So yeah, we're doing really good in terms of happiness, which is pretty solid. Like, we've obviously got some people on low food quality right now, and that's just because, you know, the food that we're producing is like we just picked up like 8 people, so and then the food that we're producing only goes so far immediately. Now, that said, all of that said, I think this demo is actually forced to end because we only have desert. I think that's how this ends, is we lose. Because we only have desert, which means that I think the best way that you do this is to just call yourself into berries. Like, I think the correct way to finish this is to have another berry gatherer sitting here. Like, I think that's the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it looks like. Which is not as efficient as this one, which is at like 12. But honestly, I feel like that's the correct course of action. I think there's probably a pretty decent place for a berry farm down there, but it'll take a while. I think that's how you could possibly weather the demo. Am I going to come back and play this? Maybe. We might see an episode 2 of this. Am I going to buy it the second it comes out? No. And why? Because this isn't actually my type of game. Despite the fact that I'm enjoying myself, the city builder is a little bit different for me. I enjoy them sometimes, but I generally find myself getting annoyed with some of the tedium that comes with some of them. That said, that means that I have a pretty good measure of how well I like a city builder game, a city builder sim game. And to be quite honest, this one's it's up there in terms of quality because it has some interest to it. I don't think we hit like terrible qualms, but we've got to keep a beast healthy, but we can also, you know, exploit its trust in us, which we don't have a meter for yet, in order to gain some potentially better resources, like extracting blood from the onbu and turning it into black pudding might be another way to actually survive this demo if it really just is arid to the end of the earth. I don't know if that's how it is, to be honest. That's my guess because it's a demo. And they figured that if you figure out how to beat the demo, they'll basically be like, yeah, you have a positive food rate and you did this thing. And that's what I would do in their situation. Because you're supposed to survive as long as possible. So, I guess the only real issue that I have is the graphics. And I say that not with like a super serious tone, because honestly, this looks great. Like, I love what they did with the 2D becoming 3D here. It's really just the background and some of the foreground 2D objects that look a little janky the way that they did them. But honestly, I'm not terribly concerned. Also, you'll notice that that area right there is 100% the sleeping spot that's marked right there. Now, granted, our onbu isn't getting poisoned, so I don't think that this resting spot that's poison-free is, like, particularly amazeballs. But it's one of those things that you do what you can. We'd probably be going for that. I'm overall, as I said, I think this game is pretty solid. I think it's pretty close to done. I'm curious what endgame truly looks like, because obviously we're going to run out of materials on the onbu, and I don't know what happens at that point. Like, I don't know what happens at that point. Because there are obviously certain things here that seem like they are... I should be going here. That seems like they are both, like, hypothetically infinite, but I'm not sure. This is interesting, increasing the radius of the world map view. I didn't look at all of these. The quarry and the forester are how we... Okay, produces stone. Okay, so I see. So quarry produces stone by mining boulders on Onbu's back. So that's what we have to get. And the sawmill is what we have to do to get the big stuff. The forester plants trees and chops them down to make wood. So this is how we go infinite, is these two things. That's how we get infinite wood and stone. That makes sense. The water, we technically have infinite of anyway. So this seems like it could be good. But that said, you don't need infinite wood and stone, presumably. The glass blower is interesting. I assume the scout tower needs glass for telescopes, and that's our main incentive to build there. Iron, I don't know. I assume some of these also need iron to be made, so... Grind wheat into flour, bakery, okay. Like, there's some interesting stuff here. This one, I don't know how I feel. Why do you need to collect dung from the onbu to irrigate fields by drilling into its back? Unless it just keeps everything there. Anyway. It definitely feels like there's some decent endgame here, which makes me feel like the game's close, pretty darn close. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say for sure. But overall, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I think this is a fun game. I'm expecting there to be an episode 2 where this crashes and burns. That's what I'm expecting. And when I say crashes and burns, I don't mean the game is bad. I mean the demo burns itself out because it's a demo and it's not intended to last forever. But I think after we do the mycologist and the onbu kitchen, we're going to be extracting blood from our onbu friend. That's my guess. Anyway, I have now rambled for 10 minutes, making this game that much longer. Or this episode that much longer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. The demo is currently, and I mean currently, available for download on Steam. So if you liked this and you want to go on, you think you can organize your city better, please do. Please do. I say give it a shot. See if you like it. Go nuts. But that'll be another time. So I will see you next time. And until then, keep your gears turning.